AITAH for punching a homeless guy that didn't appreciate the food I got him. I was out grocery shopping with my 3-year-old son. My wife was doing her gardening, so it was just us having a day together. There was a homeless man outside the store begging. I don't carry cash, but I said I would get him some food. We did our shop and I added a large bottle of water and a huge sandwich to the pile. This sandwich could have been 4 meals for me. After we get outside, I give the guy his food. And he starts yelling at me for taking so long to bring him his food. Like I'm his waiter and he is some shitty boomer. This guy was probably my age or younger. I said I was sorry, but that I was at the store to do my shopping. He wouldn't stop screaming. I then tried to walk briskly to my car. He just missed the back of my head with the water bottle. He missed my son by a few feet, but it still scared me. I turned around to make sure he wasn't going to attack me from behind. He had thrown his sandwich on the ground and he was screaming that I was a bitch and an asshole for getting him such a big sandwich. I guess his complaint was that he couldn't refrigerate it. I don't know. There were lots of people around, so I wasn't too scared once I could see him. I just kept walking away and looked at him every other second. Like millions of other men, I have taken martial arts classes. Taekwondo as a kid, judo in university, and MMA because I thought I could make it in the UFC. Spoiler alert: my hatred of getting punched in the face cut short my delusions. He came running at me when I refused to engage. I didn't know if he was armed, if he had some disease, if he was mentally stable. So I dummied him. 1 shot. He dropped. The cops were there almost immediately. Someone called them when the guy started screaming at me. There were a dozen witnesses to what happened and the store had security cameras. I still had to call my wife to get her to come trade me cars and take the food and out son. The cops let me go. The guy got taken away in an ambulance, but he is being charged. My mom found out about this and called me to tell me how disappointed she is in me. She is a social worker and has many contacts with the homeless in our city. She said I needed to de-escalate the situation and that violence is never the answer. I asked her if I should have let the guy hurt me and my son instead. She said that he was harmless. I think getting a liter of water to the back of the head could have hurt me. And if it hit my kid in the face, it would have done damage. She doesn't care. My dad and my wife both agree that I did the right thing walking away and then defending myself, but my mom is making me doubt myself. NTA? The title had me totally prepared to think you were unhinged. Lol. NTA? But you didn't punch him because he didn't appreciate your food. You were defending yourself and your kid. You didn't continue after 1 punch from your story. I hope you are okay. Your mom is a bleeding heart that cares more about random people than her son and grandchild. It's concerning that the homeless man's actions put you and your child in danger. Prioritizing safety in such a situation is completely justified. NTA, F this guy. You tried to be nice, got him food, and he still acts like an a-hole. Tell mom to shut her mouth. She wasn't there, and had you done anything wrong, the cops would have definitely made that clear to you and you wouldn't have been let go. We have a lot of homeless where I live too, and some of them act so entitled it's a surprise things like this don't happen more often. We have a guy living in a van in the park across the street from my business. I tried giving him a $20 gift card so he could come in and eat, but instead he starts screaming about how he's going to kick my ass and got extremely aggressive, called my wife a whore, and when he got out of his van to get in my face, I dropped him like a bad habit. When he tried to get up, I kicked him a couple times. He's late 60s, early 70s, and I'm in my 50s. He was a lot bigger than me, but it still kind of looked bad. But when the cops came, they hauled him off and let me go without charges as it was self-defense. I guess calling my wife a whore made me have little regrets over the issue, and now he doesn't sleep in the park. Win/win. Don't feel bad, the dude had it coming. His current situation isn't your fault. The guy was clearly just an asshole.